All right, gang, I am off to the cinema this highly rare Monday afternoon to go check out The Zookeeper's Wife. So there's a lot of movies that I go to see that I like to go into completely fresh. I haven't really watched any of the trailers for The Zookeeper's Wife, so I know very little about it. But I know what I do love. I love animals. Are you tired? Oh, you're such a tired kitty. Oh. I love zoos and movies about zoos.
You're gonna love your new enclosure.
I love Zoolander.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
Hell, I even love Lamp.
Do you really love the lamp, or are you just saying it because you saw it?
I love Lamp. I love Lamp.
So anyway, I am very excited to see this happy-go-lucky movie about zoos. Holy shit, this looks kind of dark. All right, gang, I just got out of The Zookeeper's Wife.
Good morning, enjoy yourselves today.
Spoiler alert, this is definitely, most definitely not the happy-go-lucky affair that Cameron Crowe's We Bought a Zoo was. Ow! Oh, hell no.
The country's completely overrun.
Mostly because it involves damn dirty Nazis.
Nazis. I hate these guys.
Okay, on a much more serious note, I really enjoyed this movie quite a bit. It was a real sublime surprise after the litany of craptacular films that I've been seeing lately. For those who are unfamiliar with the material, this is a fact-based World War II / Holocaust drama that's set in 1939 Warsaw. And it involves the zoo in Warsaw that's run by the Zabinskis, the wife of which is played really well by Jessica Chastain. So they run the zoo in Warsaw, and then Nazi Germany invades, and they take over Warsaw, and then their zoo, which becomes ravaged and devastated by the bombing of the Nazis, basically becomes this Nazi headquarters and base of operations. So then the Zabinskis form this really selfless and very daring plan when they start to notice the Nazi atrocities against the local Jewish community. They decide that they're going to secretly turn their once flourishing zoo into a secret wayward point to house Jewish people from the Nazis.
There are people I know. People trying to help. They have trucks, they have guns. And they want to use the zoo as a way station.
And it's a really ingenious scheme that involves retrofitting the zoo as a pig farm, which serves as a front to serve and feed the German soldiers that are occupying it, while right under their noses, they harbor fleeing Jewish people.
They're forcing Jews out of their homes. They're taking us all to the ghetto.
As for the positives of the things that I really admired and liked about The Zookeeper's Wife, one thing that people may or may not know about me is that I actually have a history degree, so...
Wow!
I really like historical drama, especially ones that are done rather well, and I really like it when films sort of provide a different viewfinder or lens to which you can look at history or particular historical events, and this film certainly does that, and it does it reasonably well. The film was directed by Niki Caro, who, as far as I can remember, directed Whale Rider many years ago, and I really love that film. And the one thing that she does with The Zookeeper's Wife is she really harnesses the film's production design and its period decor really well. And this is not a flashy and ostentatious looking World War II drama. It has a very gritty, lived-in authenticity that doesn't draw needless attention to itself. So I really like the low-key and understated direction from Carr in this film.
Thousands of people are dying. The littlest of children.
The central storyline of the Zabinskis and their harboring of the Jews is endlessly fascinating and compelling. And, you know, I'm not trying to draw comparisons, qualitative comparisons to this film to Schindler's List, but it's similar in the sense that both films show people that risk their livelihoods and their lives to do the right thing when they see the atrocities of war occur.
We could hide them. Bring as many as you can.
You know, there are a lot of individual moments of real raw power in this film. There's one particular subplot that involves this really poor Jewish teenage girl who is maliciously raped by two German officers, and the Zabinskis decide to take her in, and the young actress that plays this girl, I mean, man, she deserves an Oscar nomination because it is a mostly mute performance, and she has to display unimaginable levels of anguish just with her face and just through her eyes. And
what a terrible time you must have had.
You know, this film certainly does not shy away from animal cruelty as well. You know, I think it also shows how the war ravaged not only human lives but also animal lives as well. You know, if you're an animal lover, there are sequences in this film that may be very difficult for you to sit through.
Maybe that's why I love animals so much. You look in their eyes, and you know exactly what's in their heart.
Then there is Jessica Chastain, who is sort of the dramatic anchor that quarterbacks this entire storyline. You know, I think she is really an actress of, you know, impeccable skill, and you know, I don't think she's really phoned in a performance before. So she is eminently and endlessly watchable in just about everything that she does. And you know, even though her accent is a little wobbly and a little distracting initially,
What do you mean?
Nevertheless, she gives a richly textured and emotionally impactful performance, playing this woman that is really forced to deal with some seriously tragic and horrific circumstances.
German troops come every morning. You can't make a sound.
Daniel Brühl is also in this film, and you know, even though I think he's a very underrated actor, I think unfortunately, is he cursed to playing Nazi characters for the rest of his career?
Nazis. I hate these guys.
Because you know what, it sure seems that way. He plays this Nazi zoologist that sort of befriends the Zabinskis, and if the film sort of has a weakness, is I'm not really quite sure it knows how to handle his character, and I don't think that the payoff with his character and how it relates to the Zabinskis really kind of pays off effectively.
God.
I think another area of weakness in this film is that I don't think the final 15 or 20 minutes really works particularly effectively, and I don't think that Carr really knows what the best possible manner to end this film, even though it does end on a very impactful note.
Mama?
I think that the tail end of this film does not work nearly as well as the opening 2/3. You know, nevertheless, I really came out of this film admiring it, and I really found it to be, again, a very fascinating portrait of a particular moment in World War II and Holocaust history that I think a lot of people that are going into this film are probably not really familiar with. And it's anchored by some really strong direction. It's anchored by a terrific lead performance by Jessica Chastain. And I think that those core elements, when they all work in tandem together, kind of helps to overwrite some of this film's more nagging concerns and issues.
You can never tell who your enemies are or who to trust.
So there you go. There's my review of The Zookeeper's Wife. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of the film. Also, let me know in the comments what some of your favorite World War II era films are. Once again, thank you very much for watching. If you could like this video, I'd really appreciate it. If you could subscribe to my channel, give me some subscribe love. That would mean the world to me. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you at the movies.